हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। मैं हूं प्रोफेसर नीलेश आनंदवाणी। तो आज का जो ये वीडियो है मैं जो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूं वो है बेसिकली रिवीजन अबाउट द चैप्टर नंबर 3 प्लांट किंगडम फ्रॉम द 11th स्टैंडर्ड सीबीएसई। तो जैसे मैंने आपको पूरा का पूरा चैप्टर का प्लांट किंगडम करवाया, अब मैं आपको सिर्फ 10-15 मिनट में उसका पूरा का पूरा रिवीजन करवा लेता हूँ। तो बेसिकली क्या है प्लांट किंगडम? सो प्लांट किंगडम, all the members of kingdom Plantae are basically eukaryotic photosynthetic autotrophic organism. Yes, all the members. This my member might be the algae, might be bryophytes, might be pteridophytes, might be angiosperm, might be gymnosperm. तो ये सभी के सभी यूकैरियोटिक photosynthetic autotrophic organism है. Now, if we say the classification of kingdom Plantae, so basically all the members of kingdom Plantae are divided into two main groups, and these groups are cryptogame and phanerogames. Cryptogame means spore producing plants, say for example algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes, and phanerogames means seed producing plant like angiosperm and gymnosperm. हमने सबसे पहले क्रिप्टोगेम देखा था. So what is a cryptogame? Cryptogames all are spore producing plant like algae, bryophytes and pteridophyte. What is a common individual property about them? Like algae are basically called as a thalloid plant because these are the plant which cannot be differentiated into the root, stem and leaves, and therefore they are called as a thalloid plants. They are also known as a thallophyta. Then we discussed that algae are mainly divided into three main categories. Like a green algae, we called it as a chlorophyce. Brown algae, we called it as a phaeophyce, and red algae, we called rhodophyce. Chloro means green and phyce means algae. Chlorophyce, green algae. Pheo means brown and phyce means algae means brown algae. And third one is a rhodophyce. Rhodo means red and phyce means algae. So rhodophyce, red algae. Generally, green algae are having chlorophyll A, B, chlorophyll, you can say also carotene is also present. Generally, brown algae are having chlorophyll A, sometimes C and D, and it also contains xanthophyll and fucoxanthin. Fucoxanthin is very important, which gives a brown color to the algae. And third algae, red algae, it contains chlorophyll A, but it mainly contains phycoerythrin. So phycoerythrin is giving red color to the red algae. मैं आपको एक एक एग्जांपल बता देता हूँ सबका. लाइक ग्रीन एल्गी के एग्जांपल्स होते हैं जैसे क्लोरेला है. ब्राउन एल्गी का एग्जांपल है सोर्गेसम है, फूकस है. रेड एल्गी का एग्जांपल है ग्लेसियरिया या तो आप जिलेडियम कह लो. रेड एल्गी इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ अगार अगार पाउडर. It is one type of a solidifying agent which is mainly used especially in preparation of agar media for the growth of bacterial cell. It is also useful for the preparation of tissue culture. When we are doing the plant tissue culture, that time it is also useful for making a MS medium, Murashik and Skoog medium culture. And then we discuss about bryophytes. Bryophytes are those category of a plant which are also called as a amphibian plant. जस्ट बिकॉज एक्चुअली एम्फीबियन का मतलब क्या होता है? जो पानी में भी रह सकता है और जो जमीन पे भी आ सकता है, लेकिन ये तो प्लांट है, ये तो मूव नहीं करेंगे. तो ब्रायोफाइट्स को हम एम्फीबियन प्लांट क्यों कहते हैं? ब्रायोफाइट्स आर जनरली कॉल्ड एज एम्फीबियन प्लांट जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर रिक्वायरिंग वाटर फॉर टू मेन पर्पस. वन पर्पस टू कंप्लीट देयर लाइफ साइकिल, दैट इज अल्टरनेशन ऑफ जनरेशन, एंड सेकेंड पर्पस टू कंप्लीट फर्टिलाइजेशन. यस, रिप्रोडक्शन करने के लिए, फर्टिलाइजेशन करने के लिए भी उनको वाटर की जरूरत होती है. दैट्स वाई दे आर सिंपली कॉल्ड एज अ ब्रायोफाइट्स. और ब्रायोफाइट्स हमें जनरली ऐसी जगह पे मिलते हैं जहाँ पे पानी ज़्यादा होता है. देन थर्ड वी डिस्कस अबाउट टेरिडोफाइट्स. Pteridophytes were considered as the first vascular plant on the earth. Pteridophytes were considered as the first vascular plant on the earth. Just because ये वो वाले प्लांट थे जिनके अंदर सबसे पहले जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम टिश्यू पाया गया हुआ था. I'll tell you what is a xylem and phloem tissue. Xylem and phloem are the conducting tissue. Xylem is responsible for conduction of water and mineral from root to the top in single direction, bottom to top. Whereas phloem is responsible for conduction of water and food material from top to bottom as well as from bottom to top. So xylem is always unidirectional, but phloem is a bidirectional. And these two conducting element was first time found in the vascular plant, first time found in the pteridophytes. Therefore, pteridophytes are considered as the first vascular plant on the earth, or you can say they are the first vascular cryptogam on the earth. Now algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte all are collectively called cryptogams. मैंने आपको ये नहीं बताया, bryophytes are further divided into two main group. One is liverworts and second one is mosses. Liverworts and mosses. Like example of liverworts is Riccia merchantia. Examples of you can say mosses is about Funaria, Polytrichum, etc. etc. Yes, and then we discuss some examples of pteridophyte like Equisetum, Leucopodium, Selaginella, etc. etc. Then we enter into the phanerogams. What are phanerogams? Phanerogams are the seed producing plant. Phanerogams are seed producing plant, and they are divided into two main categories. One category is angiosperm, second one is gymnosperm. Angiosperms are those category of plant which are having a seed coat, which are having seed covering. So their seed of angiosperm plants are closed. Seed of angiosperm plant is made by the two covering. Outer covering is called testa, inner covering is called tegmen. Outer covering testa, inner covering is called tegmen, and both these covering are made from integument part of ovule after fertilization. In case of gymnosperm, seed do not have two covering. Seed have only single wall, single covering. That's why seed in gymnosperm is considered as open seed, or you can say naked seed. In case of gymnosperm, flower is totally absent. In case of angiosperm, flower is present. So out of all the plants, if we discuss that what are the angiosperm, all the flowering plant which we can see surrounding to us, they all are angiosperm plant. नियर अबाउट प्लांट अगर टोटल देखें तो 0.6 मिलियन के आसपास प्लांट है. इतनी स्पीसीज है, मतलब 6 लाख के करीब स्पीसीज है इस दुनिया में प्लांट की, लेकिन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट सबसे ज़्यादा है. नाउ आई विल टेल यू स्मॉलेस्ट एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट इज द वोल्फिया ग्लोबोसा and largest angiospermic plant is the eucalyptus plant. Smallest gymnospermic plant is the Gymnea pygmea, which is around 25 meter. Smallest angiospermic plant is that's a Wolffia globosa, around 0.1 to 0.2 mm, and largest angiospermic plant is eucalyptus, around 100 meter. Smallest gymnospermic plant is a Gymnea pygmea, around 25 centimeter. Largest gymnospermic plant is a Sequoia, which is around 366 feet tallest. It is also considered as the world's tallest plant. And largest gymnospermic plant in terms of a girth, that's a Taxodium mucronatum, around 125 meter in girth. It's a giant one, large one. 125 girth is a very big one. Yes. I'll give you some example of angiosperm. Angiosperms are further divided into two categories, like a monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Monocotyledon means when seed is not divided into two parts, it's a single one, it's called monocotyledon. Example, rice, wheat, jawar, maize, sugarcane, etc. And dicot, in which seed is divided into two parts, like a mango, pea, sunflower, safflower, maximum are there. Yes, so generally angiosperms are differ from gymnosperm in terms of pollination property also, like angiosperm shows pollination by water, wind, insect, bird, bat, snail, but gymnosperm only shows pollination by wind, just because gymnosperm wanted to transfer male gamete from male strobili or male cone into female gamete or female strobili or female cone. Even though absence of flower, but still gamete has to be transferred, therefore there is a need of pollination. But pollination, due to absence of flower, there is no any living organism is attracting. Only pollination is taking place by non-living material, and that non-living material is wind. Yes, water is also non-living material, but in gymnosperm there is only wind pollination. Pollen grain entering into the ovule of a gymnosperm is via pollen tube by the technique called as a sphenogamy. In case of angiosperm and gymnosperm, male gametes are called pollen grain, also called microspore, and female gametes are called megaspore, also known as an egg. But in case of algae, bryophytes and pteridophyte, generally male gametes are called as an antherozoid, which is produced from male gonad called as an antheridium, and female gonad is called as an egg, which is produced from female gonad called megasporangium, or you can say archegonium. So this is about रिवीजन ऑफ चैप्टर नंबर 3 प्लांट किंगडम फ्रॉम 11th स्टैंडर्ड सीबीएसई। आई होप सो मैंने आपको 10 मिनट में पूरा समझा दिया है, और अगर आपको डिटेल में देखना है तो आप पूरा मेरा चैप्टर देखिए 1 by 1 टॉपिक। थैंक्स यू, हैव अ गुड डे। प्लीज़ अगर आपको ऐसे ही नीट के लेक्चर आप ऐसे ही कंटिन्यूसली चाहिए तो प्लीज़ हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलिए, ताकि हमारी जब भी नई वीडियो आप तक पहुँच जाए।